Yo! Let me get my phone set up. Alright. Yo! It's Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. Woo, 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 woo. There we go. Back in the house. Alright. What's up, everybody? It's Telekinetics, a.k.a. your boy Mr. Custom, because I customize every motherfreaking thing. What's up? Coming at you. And wanted to bring some laughs to the table this morning. I gotta run in here to Publix and use the bathroom. I mean, I have got to pee. But I have got to tell everybody about the doctor's meeting I just had with the doctor's office with the psychiatrist. The best guy in Tallahassee, supposedly. And he does disability. He gives you a psych evaluation for disability. That's the guy. It's probably not the guy you want to see. Anyway, so yeah, I already knew what this was going to be like. I've been through 3 of them, and actually, what's going to make you guys laugh is he doesn't know it, but like, while he's evaluating me, I'm evaluating him on how he's evaluating me and to see if he's crooked. We're gonna find out. That's the guy who is the psychologist in Tallahassee, Florida, for psychological evaluations to determine if you're disabled. And I just felt like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I just felt like somebody was trying to make me out to be crazy, wanted to ask about all kind of crazy shit, psychological abuse, mental abuse. Definitely, the guy was not kind. He was not kind in nature and receptive. And he said, well, I'm neutral. No, you're not. He did not like it when I went, listen, has anyone in the Fraternal Order of Police or the Freemasons or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, anybody with a shield or authority, asked you, blackmailed you, or has coerced you or promised you some kind of outcome for targeting me? And he said, no. Do you feel like you're being targeted? And I'm like, well, no, I'm a private investigator and a cybersecurity specialist and a drone pilot. This is what I do for a living. I'm just asking because it's professional courtesy. I guarantee you he probably wrote down paranoid. Have you have any history of schizophrenia? No. Do you want to see me go ballistic? I can go crazy. I said, sir, I've been through 10 times what the average man goes through. Just one instance normally sends somebody off the deep end. They commit suicide, they hurt somebody else, and they commit some kind of mass crime, or they basically give their free will up to whatever substance will alter that state of mind. And, you know, I want to reinstill in people that it's not over. It's not over. Whoever you are out there, whatever you're going through, it can always be worse, and it can always get better. Okay? It's like I looked this dude in the eyes and I went, sir, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm one of the most happiest people there are. I could train other CIA operatives on how to psychologically endure long-term torture. Mental, physical, and emotional. So, for somebody who watched, you know, a really good friend of mine, okay, she's not my ex-girlfriend, she's a good friend of mine. I wanted to date her. We had a little thing for each other, and she had asked me, we had an opportunity to stop her from getting back with her boyfriend, who I think allegedly killed her. Her name was Jade Lofton. She was pushed off a 9-story balcony, and I had to witness an open casket, fucking disrespectful funeral for somebody that I loved very much and was well aware of that it could in fact be, it could have been murder and being covered up. And so it scared me at the time. And these are the types of things I deal with. Like, I had to tell this guy, I'm like, did you not just hear what I just said about who I'm related to? I was born into a peculiar family that was ex-military, ex-GVI, ex-FBI, ex-cops, all snipers, all pilots, all military, all police. And unfortunately, just because you got a badge doesn't mean you're a good guy. You could be a bad guy who fooled people, and you ended up with a badge. And you're exerting abuse of power at an astronomical rate. Anybody ever seen the movie Bad Lieutenant? I feel like that movie is written about my cousin and uncle. Anyway. Yeah, man, I thought it was funny because I'm like, this guy has no idea that I'm evaluating him to see, I'm aware in my head of what the normal, receptive psychologist is supposed to be like. I already know what he's supposed to be like. There was nothing healthy or progressive about that. And he was negating and neglecting facts of mental health that's what I'm there for. So if you're not there to write down my good physical attributes that I can do that are good, and you only want to write down all the bad, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to make me look like Malice. Just bad. You're trying to make me look like I'm mentally incompetent or mentally incapable. You're trying to make me look like all this bad shit, a character flaws, because somebody's already come to you and told you that I'm conducting investigations by myself, on my own accord. So how is it that people out here that need disability with permanent traumatic brain injuries can't get it? You're born with it or it's induced. Mine was induced. I was assaulted by the neighbor and best friend of an FBI agent named Richard Magda. That was a setup. This should be being investigated as premeditated attempted murder, and it's not. It was brushed off as assault with a 3-year suspended sentence, and he didn't do a fucking lick of time. I'm coming back for him to charge him. I've watched the justice system and the police around me be manipulated. I will no longer watch my lawyers and doctors and good people be manipulated. I won't watch the good cops be manipulated anymore. I won't watch the manipulation anymore. And I don't trust nobody but Mr. Elon Musk, and our president, and the new Kash Patel, the new fighting force Kash Patel, the new director of the Department of Defense, the second runner-up VP of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, real nice fella, solid, in his, I think he's 45, 50, bald head, stout, second runner-up director. These are the people I'm interested in talking to, no one else. Ashley Moody, maybe Senator Rick Scott, Congressman Neil Dunn, Marco Rubio, unless it's not helpful. But like, these are the people I grew up with, looking up to. Ashley Moody, State Attorney General. Best in the country, on my opinion. And hunt down cybersecurity and theft. I've been doing my own investigations, ma'am. Sorry, I have a crooked uncle, and he's got some rich and powerful friends, and a certain group of people I won't seem to mention, like a fraternity, 2 of them, that have manipulated me in my life and my outcomes, and where I couldn't fight and be of the fighting force of the good and have my badge and have my rights and being set up and being hit head on in car wrecks. And I'm one of the nation's best private investigators that is, and I'm not licensed. I've been kept from school. I've watched people around me manipulated, or their cars being wrecked, or their parents die, or like that. So, I'm running and gunning for my special investigator's badge, everybody. Because I don't do crooked. I don't do fraud. There's right and there's wrong. Now, our country's about to get to the bottom of all the fraud. And our president has cleaned out Guantanamo Bay. for anybody and everybody who's ever taken oath and just swayed the other way. Now, before I was hit head-on in the car collision and my police report ignored at the TPD when I said you need to put a warrant on this person too who stole my identity, not just one person, both people I'm trying to give you and hand over to you. Why'd you wait so long? I've had multiple attempts on my life. By the way, this person admitted to me that they file with deceased people's social security numbers. I told them my uncle was ex-FBI and a cop and ran the other way. Been tracking ever since. That'd be James Anthony Hay. And he was trying to tell me that his wife had been hit head-on in a car collision and her head split wide open. He had told me. He was trying to tell me that there was a crooked Fed involved because he kept saying things like, man, I think that's the Feds over there. And I'm like, stop. Will you stop it? We're not doing anything wrong. What are you talking about, dude? We're at fucking work. You got a weed eater in your hand. He was trying to tell me he's got 3 little girls. Anybody that needs to reach out to me to make notation or markers, I keep 5 terabytes of private, hidden, passcode, encrypted hard drives on me. I'm a data bank. Anybody needs to confide in me for anything. My name is Bo Lane. I'm right here in Tallahassee, Florida. My phone number is 850-938-9259.